Look, let's just be honest for a second. When you see an attractive woman walk into a room, your brain doesn't overthink it. You don't analyze her personality, you don't question her energy. You see her, and within a second you feel something. Attraction's simple. But here, where most guys get it completely wrong. They assume women work the same way. They think if I'm not tall enough, if my face isn't perfect, then I'm already disqualified. But that's not how it works. Because for most women, attraction doesn't start with your face. It starts with the story your presence tells before you even speak. In the first 3 seconds, she's not judging your genetics. She's reading your signals. How you dress, how you carry yourself, how put together you feel. And her brain is asking one silent question. Does this man feel grounded, or does he feel off? Most men fail right here. Not because they're unattractive, but because they're sending the wrong signals without even realizing it. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 simple psychological style techniques that instantly changes how women perceive you before you ever say a word. Now this isn't another wear expensive clothes or buy designer brands video. Because that's surface level advice, and honestly it misses the entire psychological game. Attraction doesn't start with what you wear. It starts with what your appearance signals to her brain. We're talking about things like micro-expressions, social risk signaling, and something psychologists call limbic resonance, the unconscious emotional reading that happens before logic even kicks in. And here, where most guys mess this up, they focus on looking good, instead of feeling coherent. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 subtle psychological style techniques that make women notice you instantly. But also, the signs you might be completely misreading. Because sometimes what you think is attraction is just your brain playing tricks on you. Technique 1: the clean signal effect. The first thing women subconsciously scan for is clarity, not fashion. Clarity. Wrinkled clothes, overly loud patterns, random mismatched pieces. These create what psychologists call cognitive noise. The brain has to work harder to process you. And when the brain works harder, attraction drops. But when your look is clean, simple, and intentional, it creates what's known as processing fluency. Your brain likes what it understands easily. So let me ask you, have you ever noticed how some guys wear the simplest outfits, but still stand out? That's not luck. That's psychological efficiency. Technique 2: the effort without trying illusion. Now here where it gets interesting. Women are highly sensitive to what's called effort calibration. Too much effort, you look like you're trying to impress. Too little, you look like you don't care. But the sweet spot, it looks like you naturally belong in your own presentation. This is why overly styled looks can actually backfire. Because they trigger something called validation bias. Her brain starts thinking, is he dressing like this for himself or for approval? In that subtle doubt, kills attraction before it even begins. Technique 3: the micro-detail dominance. In this next one, almost no one talks about. Women don't consciously notice your outfit. They notice the details. Your shoes, your watch, your grooming. Why? Because details signal self-respect, consistency. Psychologically, this ties into thin-sliced judgments where people form deep impressions from small cues in seconds. A clean haircut, well-maintained shoes, subtle scent. These don't scream for attention. They whisper something much more powerful. This man pays attention even when no one is watching. In that, it is rare. Be honest. Have you ever focused on the big things and completely ignored the small details? Drop a comment if you've made that mistake before. Because most guys have. Technique 4: the posture signal. Now let's go deeper. Your clothes don't matter if your body contradicts them. Posture is one of the strongest forms of non-verbal dominance signaling. Slouch posture signals uncertainty. Tension signals anxiety. The relaxed, grounded posture, that signals emotional control. And here where limbic resonance comes in. Her brain doesn't think, he has good posture. Her body feels, I feel calm around him. And attraction often starts as a feeling, not a thought. Technique 5, the social proof reflection. This one is subtle but powerful. Women don't just evaluate you individually. They evaluate how you exist in your environment. This is called social referencing. If your style matches your environment, not overdressed, not underdressed, it signals social intelligence. But if you look out of place, it creates friction. And friction creates doubt. So the goal isn't to stand out randomly. It's to stand out appropriately. There's a difference. And that difference is what separates attraction from awkward attention. Now this is important, because this is where most guys get it wrong. Just because a woman notices you doesn't mean she's attracted. Eye contact could be curiosity. A smile could be politeness. Even prolonged attention could be environmental awareness. This is where confirmation bias traps you. You start seeing what you want to see, and suddenly, you think there's a connection that doesn't actually exist. So ask yourself, is she engaging back? Or are you just being observed? That difference changes everything. Technique 6, the energy alignment. Now we move into something deeper. Your style is not just visual. It's energetic. If your clothes say confident, or your energy says seeking approval, there's a mismatch. And humans are extremely sensitive to incongruence detection. This is rooted in evolutionary psychology, because inconsistency often signals deception. So your brain pulls back. But when your internal state matches your external presentation, you create coherence. And coherence creates trust. And trust is the foundation of attraction. Have you ever worn something that looked good, but still felt off? Like something just didn't match? That's exactly what we're talking about. Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Technique 7, the final test, the non-reactive presence. And this is the one that separates men who get noticed from men who get remembered. The final test is this: how do you react when attention actually comes your way? Most men fail here. They shift their behavior. They become more performative. They start trying to hold the attention. But high-level attraction works differently. It's built on something called non-reactive presence. You don't chase attention. You don't cling to it. You don't even adjust yourself for it. You remain exactly the same. And this does something powerful. It signals low social dependency, which psychologically translates to, he doesn't need validation. And paradoxically, that's what makes people want to give it to you. So when she notices you, the real question is, do I look good enough? Can I stay grounded without changing who I am? Because that is the signal she can't fake a response to. Remember what we said at the beginning. That guy who walks into a room and instantly gets noticed. It's not his face. It's not his height. It's not even his clothes. It's the signal he sends, without trying. And now you understand them. Attraction isn't manipulation. It's awareness. It's emotional intelligence expressed through presence. So next time you walk into a room, and you feel that old overthinking creeping in, ask yourself, are you trying to be seen? Or are you allowing yourself to be read correctly? Because those are two very different things. If this opened your perspective, hit like it tells the algorithm this kind of depth matters. And more importantly, comment below. Which of these 7 techniques have you been missing? And which one are you going to fix first? And if you want deeper breakdowns like this, the kind most people never talk about, subscribe. Because in the next video, we're breaking down the subtle signs she's attracted to you, but testing you at the same time. And trust me, most men fail that test without even realizing it. So the question is, next time you notice these signals, will you overthink again? Or will you step into it with awareness?